Today I got to work out where I'm going to get more teeth from. Which is a weird sentence, but yesterday I used teeth on terrain that the teeth weren't really designed for, but they looked better on that terrain, and now I have to work out where I'm going to get a whole bunch more teeth to make a big gaping maw. Look at that horrific beauty. I've been problem solving, and I think maybe making a row that I can mold and cast, because honestly having lots of teeth could be a really good thing, or making a 3D file and working out how to finish them so they don't look like 3D prints. But it would have to be fast and quick and dirty, and that's why I'm thinking maybe plastic dip. But we gotta go to the post office. The plasma gun is very cool in the window. All right. Should probably clean up. Never mind. I'm excited. Let's just see what was in the post office. I saw these at the hobby shop. I thought they were pretty cool. These blue grass tufts I thought would be nice for my Chaos Waste table. I don't know how well these colours will go together, but we'll see. Whoa. Hello Trent, I'm part of a gaming club in Melbourne, and a few months ago a woman reached out to us about her husband's gaming collection. He recently passed away and she wanted to do more than just sell it, and make sure it went to people who would appreciate it and do some good. We ended up helping her run a silent auction for her husband's collection, along with other donations from the local community, and donate the proceeds to Beyond Blue. Thank you so much. I love miniatures like these. And some sort of bigger beastie as well. So this is Remy's incredible gift, bought at that charity auction and sent to me, and it's awesome. I think it's from Rackham, and I love the style, love the pose, and what I love most of all is it looks really cool next to this old telepath model, like kind of a familiar and owner combo. There's a great narrative in here somewhere, and maybe a conversion or two. So I've been thinking about how to make these teeth. I think I'm going to go with the molding and casting route, because when I worked on these pieces last night, I discovered something I really love about them. On some of the pieces, I have used translucent resin, and that's shining through. I noticed it in the daytime, like they really illuminate, and I think that's so beautiful. So I was thinking, instead of sculpting the teeth by hand, I've got these old clear epoxies that aren't great for molding and casting, but they will cast teeth fine, and they might take a little bit longer to set, but it would mean that we get kind of like semi-translucent teeth, which I think could be a really weird and chaos effect. So we need to sculpt some teeth and make a mold. Oh wait, I just got sent something really cool. Before I start that, this year I'm going to be hosting Monster Bash. In fact, I think it's going to be at the very start of October we're going to start. And well, I got the first submission for some of the cards. This is from YouTube channel Faye, who has been doing some fantastic stuff. They've been making really cool models out of found plant matter, basically. Really, really sick. And they just submitted their Monster Bash cards. And see, look, this year we've got a bit of a twist happening that I'm really excited about. Monster Bash is a project I used to run where I used to gather a whole bunch of friends and we'd make monster part cards and shuffle them up into a deck and then draw them out and then make monsters based on the cards that we drew. And honestly, it's produced some of my favorite miniatures I've ever made. And I think this year I'd love to do it again. Right, let's make some teeth. Using fresh milliput. What a luxury. Got to let this milliput cook for a little bit just to firm up so I can kind of carve into it, and it doesn't need to be fully cured before we submerge it in silicon. Time is kind of at the essence right now, so that's why I've made a little teepee. Now that these are dry, the material is like still not cured enough to be like 100% strong, but they're like the perfect hardness to start carving in little details. Basically make these look like less like Play-Doh lumps and more like something that really exists in the world. You know, make all these little surface textures. And I do this by scraping and carving. The stage of milliput drying is one that's kind of exciting and different to work with. Because once this is dry, in order to do this, you'd probably need like a rotary tool or something. But right now, it's kind of like a balsa wood. That looks like a tooth. Got a couple of handfuls of teeth now. Let's quickly, very, very quickly make a mold. Because we don't have that much time. Where does the time go during the day? Is that even plugged in? No, okay. Okay, so in our little mold we have teeth and we have eyeballs and a couple of little gribbly bits that I want to turn into more eyeballs. These are things that I assume will be great things to have for our chaos waste table that we'll use many casts of this mold. Silicon, I need gloves. Silicon is kind of a use it or lose it situation, and I've had this container for quite a while now, but this is a very low stakes mold, so I feel like it's a good reason to use it. I also suspect we're going to use whatever is remaining in this container, so I'm just going to add all the hardener to it. Kind of want a really thin stream. The thinner the stream, the better. But also, the variable at the moment is that I haven't actually measured any of the ingredients that I've mixed. So this could come out thicker than expecting. I'll start curing thicker than I was expecting. So it's kind of better to pour more of it faster in this circumstance. This is a very low stakes mold. Like, it can get bubbles, it can get whatever. It'll do the job. I reckon that's good enough. I think we literally had just the perfect amount of silicon